Joanne. Which one? Yeah. Okay. Ray, can you take a look at that, buddy? Can you take a look at that, buddy, and see what's going on? The link, yeah, the calendar is not working. Okay. So, oh, Micheline, oh my God, Greg, it's good to see you, girl, gracing us with your presence. Okay, there you go. Ray's fixing it right. There you go. Just yeah, he literally is. Okay. So we don't go over how to add a client today. We don't go over anything. What we're gonna go over is focusing on the actual doing the send rounds of attack and doing it at the highest aggression. So when we come in here, when we're focused on this, I do not teach anybody to do this anymore. This is garbage. I literally did the first time this week on Wednesday was the first time I actually showed people how to generate this without whatchamacallit, without using the AI and being able to pull the aggression. And here's the reason why. Ready for this, guys? When I go into the software, right? And let's just close this out. When I go into the software and I go back into not the communication portal. When I go into send rounds of attack and I generate 3 letters. Okay, I did the same thing every time. Does everybody see where it says power, phenom, and indemnity? Put a 1 in the chat if you can see that. All my people that got their cameras on, I appreciate it. Nod your head. You don't have to put a 1 in the chat. I can see you. I got my cameras on. I got my camera on. I can see all of you. Thank you, Miss Kayla. Miss Kayla's like, yes, I can see it. Yes. So for everybody that can see this, the reason that I'm trying to show this to everybody is because it chooses a different attack type every time that you use the AI. So the AI does not actually create the most aggressive attack. The most aggressive attack is that MPEP, okay? And if the MPEP is the most aggressive attack, why are we generating a power or a phenomenal or any of that stuff in the AI? Because what happened is people were coming to the class when V was teaching the class, right? And what were they getting? They were getting the ideology on how to create an attack at the highest level. And when they were doing that, it was throwing the Oscar off. But what was everybody else also complaining about? They were complaining that to learn how to do it in the do-it-yourself method, it was actually really hard and they wanted something easier. Okay, no problem. So the powers that be came up with an easier way to do it, but here's the thing. They come up with an easier way to do it. They can't give you the full force because you can't pick everything. So what happens is you're sending out a half-assed attack. And I try to say that in class without going too deep. I try to say that without hurting not only myself, but without hurting my ability to explain to you guys. Because ain't nobody gonna come and save you, okay? I am, but they're not. Because they just wanna get paid. And let's be real, everybody else wants to get paid. I'm not gonna say that wrong, but I have a different motive. My motive is I want you guys to print with me. Their motive is they want their monthly fees from you. That's a whole different. But I have to provide value. If there is no value, you guys don't wanna print with us, you don't wanna work with us, you'll move the hell on, you'll do it yourself. So at the end of the day, this is the value right here. If you see this and see that it generates, we're gonna generate 3 letters right now. I'm gonna show you how it generates 3 different letters again. So I'm gonna go into the send rounds of attack. I'm gonna go over here. I'm gonna select this image. I'm gonna leave it at maximum fit, and I'm just gonna I'm just gonna hit generate. Let's see what it goes through. And we're gonna do it 3 times, and then we're gonna go look at the 3 different letters. And we're gonna do this live so everybody can see it. Because you guys need to see this for yourself to understand that sometimes the easiest way is not the best way. It's a shortcut. And a shortcut will come and bite you in the ass eventually. Okay? Now, what do I tell everybody? Cost-effective attack? Yeah, that's great. It's a cost-effective attack for people that are having a hard time with money. But that's fine. I can teach you how to utilize the system and generate the most aggressive attack in the same cost-effective manner. But you have to be smart about it. You have to show up to class. That's why I said, I don't like these note takers because people can't see what I'm doing. These note takers, I want people to start showing up to the class so they can really understand this because they can see what we're doing, whether it's the score machine, whether it's the software, okay? And we're going to have other stuff coming. That's attack number 2, and let's go attack number 3. I'm literally leaving the same thing, clicking generate and going from there. 3 separate attacks, 3 separate GAs that gone through the system. Now, don't take what I'm saying as I am bashing the software, because I'm not. I'm also explaining that they're trying to make everybody happy. And you're going to leave people out by doing it this way. What's up, Joe? You can put your aggression up as high as you want it, brother. We'll go over that when I get to that. That's no problem. I'll answer your question. Okay? Check this out. The first one generated was indemnity. The next one it generated is opulence. The next one it generated is dominate. So let me tell you something. Ready? If this is round 1, this is round 2, this is round 3, this is round 4, this is round 5, this is round 6. Let me ask you a question. Do you think there's any rhyme or reason behind that? Or it's just generate? You think that if you look at these 6 rounds, right? 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3. Is there any rhyme or reason behind it? Or they just generating letters to generate it? What do you think? Bingo. There's no reason. And because there's no reason behind it, guys, it's not the best solution to go after. That's what I've been trying to teach you guys for the longest time. So now, okay, for now. For everybody that's in here, we're going to turn this shit all the way up to 100. When we're generating the letter, you automatically do it yourself. You want the cost-effective option? Here's the cost-effective option. I'm going to always select the most aggressive attack, which is the MPEP. If I don't have MPEP, I'm going to go MPEC. Those are the 2 most aggressive attacks. You feel me? So if I have the 2 most aggressive attacks, MPEP and MPEC, right? I'm going to select whatever round I'm in. Cost effective. Ready? Check all in blue. Cost effective. This is cost effective. Shit, I'm having a bad month, but I don't want to miss my round. Put this, click check all. Write 6 over here. Default, default, default. And I hit next. I'll generate my letters. That's cost effective. Make sense, everybody? Put a 5 in the chat if that makes sense. How many people are lost right now? Put a 1 in the chat if you lost. Nobody's lost? Good. Good, I'm glad. So because this is cost effective, it's very different. But Joe asked a question. When Joe was asking a question, he's talking about this box right here. So we're going to get to that right now. This is cost effective. What's our aggression? Kayla, just keep rocking with me, girl. You're gonna catch on. But remember, with this right now, what I'm talking about, this is just an attack, right? That's cost effective. Say you have a client, right? I want everybody to understand this. Everybody always asks me about money, right? How do I charge my client? How do I do this? How do I do that? What happens if you have a brokey client? What happens? What happens if you have a client that can't afford to pay their bills, they just want to get their credit right, and you want to get them through the system and just get started, right? You can always do this because this will only spit out 6 letters. So we can kind of gauge the most expensive amount that this letter can go. Okay, but I'm not borrowing pages because I've seen this generate 100 pages for one letter. The most expensive that this can go for a stamp is $13 for one stamp. That's the most expensive it can go. So you know for 6 letters, you can spend $13 on each stamp, on each letter, right? What is that? 60 and 18, so what is that? $78? So you're looking at $78 just to get the letter out at the highest. Now it could be something that generates small with 10 pages inside, and now you're looking at like $50 to send it out. So you could charge this client $100 like this and work on their credit 6-8 months, and you're fine because you're actually working on their credit. If you want to provide a more cost-effective package, okay? Everybody's been asking me that. But when you want to go balls to the wall, you got to understand the system. You got to understand how the system works. You have to understand the game. So the credit repair organizations, right? The data furnishers, the eOscar system is a scanner. It's not a human. It scans the letters. So when it starts scanning the letters, what does it do? What does it do? It just starts to pinpoint the negative items or the negative accounts. It says, okay, boom, 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 boom. Okay, this letter has more than 5 negative accounts. Stall letter. Literally goes like that. It just, like, think of a conveyor belt if you've seen like a big factory, right? Oh, okay, these packages go here, these packages go in the middle. That's exactly what happens with that thing. Stall letter, move them out. Okay? No 30-day investigation, whatever. They, even though they're legally by law they have to, they literally do it like that, move on. What are you going to do? I saw a comment in the community this morning that said, I ran my second round, but I got no results yet. What am I supposed to do? Keep running your damn rounds. Keep running your rounds. But here's the thing. When you're doing it the wrong way, you're going to get the wrong results. So how do we know what that conveyor belt is looking for? Anything over 5 negative items in a letter, the conveyor belt knows, and the conveyor belt moves. So the default item for the first attack, which I'm just going to reset for you, is what? What's the default negative items in a letter? It's right here. No, Joanne. The default item, not our item. You're right, if it was our item, would be 5. You're right. You're right if it was our item. But what's the default for the software? The software's default is 10. Hey, I got a stall letter. Does everybody understand why now? Does it make sense why? Does it make sense why? No. Darlene, the reason that you got a stall letter is the minute you run it with the AI, the minute that you run it, it runs everything in the default setting. And because what happens is, let me show you one of these letters, right? Let me show you one of these letters. Some people are visual. Let's get those visual apparatuses out, right? Ready? Let's check this out. Let's get this letter. Let's just open the latest one that we did. Yeah, I got you. Oh, damn it. Oops. Okay, cool. It's over here. Ready? Watch this. I'm going to open this one up. And let's get it. So now, ready? Count. 1 negative item, 2 negative items, 3 negative items, 4 negative items, 5 negative items, right? 6 negative items, right? And then let's start with the real negatives. Those are not even negatives. Those are personal information. But let's start with negatives. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 negative items on one letter. But we're not done yet. Now we're going to go to the next one. Oh, shit. Here we go. I don't know what this is. I think this is a charge off or something like that. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6 more negative items. Stall letter instantly goes because now you've already gone over that. So now what happens? What do you want to let's show you what happens when you create an aggressive attack. When you start to create an aggressive attack, right? And do I have an aggressive attack? Let me get rid of these. I shouldn't have anybody's things. When I create an aggressive attack, okay, here we go, right? When I create this aggressive attack is going to be a little bit different. This aggressive attack is going to have 5 negative items. Hold on, I don't remember if this is this one. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's see if it goes high. 5. There you go. So this one only has 5 negative items in this one letter. You just met the threshold of the system. So the system knows there's only 5 negative items. So what does it do? It can still stall you out, but it actually can put you on the conveyor belt to say, okay, let's see what we have to do. We have to start the investigation. You see the difference in the letter immediately? You see the difference in the letter immediately, Darlene? Like, that's the key. And that's what we're trying to do in this class. Well, how do we generate this letter? How does everybody in this class generate this letter? Well, this is how we generate this letter. When we go into the 7 rounds of attack and we start to select our client, first off, we need to understand what the negative item is on the accounts. So in the basic class, I teach you how to read the credit report. Over here, that's why I have it written down over here behind me. So the first thing is turn the aggression up to the fullest. Personal information, all inquiries, all other charge-offs, student loans, and all other delinquency lates. Okay? But let's turn the aggression up even further. Because what can we do that nobody's teaching you? Pick up the phone and call the bureau to dispute inquiries and personal information. So that when your letters are going out, right, your personal information is already dropped off. Your inquiries are already dropped off. So what's about to happen? Your personal information is not going to be the same when the file gets there. And what's going to happen when they ask them to verify the file with that file that you just removed, or that name that you just removed? Oh, hold on, wait, that name doesn't exist anymore. What happens, Miss Kayla, at that point? You're going to get a deletion, sweetheart. I see you focused. That's why I called on you. I'm like, don't be so focused. Don't be so focused. They're going to take them off. The key is to understand the game. The key is to understand the game. If you understand how to play the game, you're going to beat them at their own game. If you don't understand how to play the game, you're not going to beat them. End of story. You're just going to keep running rounds 3, 4, 5, 6 months down the line, a year down the line, 2, 3 years down the line, like it happened with me, and you're not going to beat them. And then somebody's going to come along and tell you, I know how to play the game better than you. Come do this. Boom. And this is the game. I'm teaching you how to play the game in this software. So let's go. Ready? How do I know this? Ready? The software is already going to do it for you. But when you are about to give up, that's when the software switches its aggression. Let's go. We're in round 1, right? Blaze, give me a second. You in round 1, right? Everybody saw that was round 1. Watch this. I'm going to turn it off. I'm going to turn it on. We're going to select round 1 again. Tell me what the whatchamacallit? What is the default number for negative items? Put it in the chat. Mr. Hanson, I call for everybody. Doesn't matter who I am. No, guys, you're answering what our default number is. You're asking, what is the default number? There you go, Kayla. Good job, guys. You're asking what our default number is. So ready? 10's the default number for the software. What's the next default number for the software? Bingo. Bingo. Come on, guys. Come on. There you go, Darlene. Good job. That's it. Well, yes, you guys don't have to put what our number is. We're going to give it to them. We're going to give it to all the new students in a few minutes. Okay? 8. Ready? What's the default number for round 3? Yeah, no. Don't, Kayla, don't worry. Don't mouth it. Don't mouth that. Just stay with what's on the screen. I'll teach you. Just let me get there. That's why I love having the cameras on. I can see what people are doing. What's the number, guys? There we go, 6. I see the 6. Ready? There's an error with the software over here. I don't know why. So I'm going to shut it off. I'm going to go right to round 4, right? What's the no, give me a second. Did it again. Son of a bitch. Give me a second. Watch this. I select the client. I'm going to do it itself. I'm going to go right to round 4. What's the default number for round 4? I know what it is, but what does it say? The default number for round 4 is default. Do you want to know what the number is, ladies and gentlemen? It's 5. Now, I'm going to show you something that nobody else is going to show you. Ready? Yo, V, how long ago did you write this? 3 years ago. She wrote this 3 years ago. What does it say right here? Try not to judge a result until after your 4th round has been mailed. Does anybody know why? I'll tell you why. The default number for round 4 is 5. So why are you not judging until after the 4th round? Because the software owner and the creators behind the software knew at round 4, you can turn the aggression up to 5. After you turn the aggression up to 5, you're going to turn it even higher each time. You're just going to click it each time higher. Okay? So at the end of the day, what is the highest one? Well, we're going to go round 5. What's the default number for round 5, guys? And then what's the default round number for round 6? Okay. Because we know what the default numbers are for round 5 and 6, okay? Because we know what the default numbers are for round 5 and 6. Well, 4, 5, and 6, right? Because here's what happens. Round 7, it's the same thing. And round 8 is the same thing. But this is what I like to show everybody. You see, round 8, the default is checked all in green. The number is 3. Do you see how high the aggression turns on? Do you see what happens? This is visualization for everybody in the software. So when you start at round 1, watch. It's weak. Let me throw everything inside of one letter. Okay? We'll put 2 out in green to send them separately. We'll throw 10 negative items, and let's see what sticks. Let's shake the tree. That's what they call it. See what falls out. Fuck that noise. Okay? I'm not here to shake the damn tree. I'm here with a fucking chainsaw to chop it the hell down. This is how we do it. In round 1, what we do is we select the aggression of the higher rounds. So what's the first thing that we do? Oops, give me a second. What the hell did I just do? What we do first thing is we select the negative items in green. It's more aggressive, Kayla. It's not better, it's just more aggressive. I select my personal information. I select my inquiries. I select my all other collection charge-offs. I select my student loans. And I select my delinquencies. That's the highest, okay? Now, what do? I leave this number at unlimited. We don't need to count these check boxes, guys, because these check boxes are bullshit. The check boxes just turn around and say, hey, look, I need you to generate a letter for each of these items. Okay, that's the AI. Hey, do me a favor, AI. I don't care how many fucking letters you generate it based upon how many negative items that I need to have in the attack. I want to start with 5. Why? Because 5's round 4. Okay? 5's round 4. Now, when I was telling everybody on Wednesday, I said, hey, look, I can teach you how to generate your letters so you can watch how much your letters are going to cost each round. Well, if I select 5, and I know 5 is a good aggression, and it's exactly what the Bureau's looking, and I do that for 8 rounds, my cost is going to be exactly the fucking same for 8 rounds. It is not going to change because the aggression doesn't go up or down. If I come over here at round 1 and select 3, it's going to be the same for 8 rounds. Now, Joe, you asked me this question. If you have 2 negative items, throw that bitch to 1 and let it rock. I got you, bro. You want to control your aggression. Don't let the AI control it. You want to control your aggression. Learn how many negative items you have and you control your aggression. The higher your aggression, the better chance you have. Does that mean, ladies and gentlemen, you are going to get a deletion? No. It means that you have a better chance. It means that you wake up today and you may have a deletion while the other ways will cause you to wake up and still say, I don't know if anything happened. Does that make sense? Let's put a 5 in the chat if that makes sense. I'm going to have a swig of coffee. Our job is to make sure that we generate this shit the most aggressive way possible so that you guys know. Now, somebody asked me, Ollie, why don't I generate at 1? Hey, if your bankroll long, hell yeah, let's do it. Hell yeah, let's do it. That's how I would do it. That's personally how I would do it. But if you don't have that, you come over here, your minimum should be 3, your maximum should be 5. That's how you control the system. That's how you control the system. That's how you make the system work as powerful as it can for you. Ain't nobody else going to do that. Okay? Ain't nobody else going to do that. So you have to know that. Now, the last thing is we shut off our creditor letters by putting defaulter 0 because we don't want creditor letters. And once we're done, well, case in point, what did I just tell you guys? Don't do inquiries here. Do inquiries on the phone. Okay? Yes, Mr. Hanson or Miss Hanson, I'm sorry, Blaze, you can call for your client. They missed it. I didn't know. I didn't know who it was. I got to be politically correct in today's day and age. You know how it is. Mr. Hanson, let's be real. Yes, you can call for your client because they cannot discriminate against you in any which way, shape, and form. Okay? All right. I mean, I have. You know, sometimes I drop my voice sometimes I drop my voice a little bit, but at the end of the day, they can't discriminate against you. And you know you. Two questions came in, Gonzalez and Sherman. Okay? Gonzalez, you don't wait. Next round, out. Okay? But you should be calling not to receive the stall letter. Ladies and gentlemen, that's what we do. Okay? That's what we do. We call to get rid of the stall letter. How do we do it? Hey, I'm coming to call to check on my thing right now. Okay? I actually, you know what? While we're here, because I was trying to get Ray to put it in the group and I couldn't find it. Give me a second. 30 seconds, guys. Bear with me. What happened? Who's asking for that? Oh, you know I have a whole script on this. Just give me 1 second. I have a whole, I have a whole script. Just bear with me. We got the anti-stall letter. I got the power of attorney over here. Power of attorney is good, Sherman, but power of attorney is good if you're doing it for a client. You want a limited power of attorney to do it for a client, as I'm going through over here and just looking over here. Uh, what, power of attorney? So they asked me for a script, and I have the script out. I just got to give them to them. Yeah, because they usually just ask me for the actual script, not the inquiry removal, but the actual to get the fuck to get rid of the stall letter. I usually tell them you're recording them on the phone, and at that point that just makes them pucker up their butthole when you tell them they're recording. But give me a second. You while I find this. So what Dre's saying to everybody over here, I just want everybody to understand this. You cannot send out and call with standard mail. You cannot. There you go. I just wanted to touch base on that. Keep going, Dre. Keep cooking. Oh, I didn't. I'm sorry. I screwed that up, co-host. Hold on. I got Miss Della. There you go. Go for it. So, also, we want to touch base with everybody. Understand over here that they have to understand that if they don't process uh, a request properly and they hold you from getting any new credit in any which way, shape, and form, that's against the law, right, Dre? No, 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 no. I got an hour. I got an hour before I got to get off it. No, you know what, Dre. You run next week while I'm driving down to Philly if you want. Everybody get with Dre next week. We'll change the class. If yeah, Ray help Dre if he's gonna run next week. Oh, that'll be sick. While we're driving. Who? Who's Frank? Oh, you yeah, you gave him a name. You get, don't do don't do it. Okay. I'm gonna be in Philly, Shavar. So you can meet me in Philly if you want, brother. I'll be in Philly at that point. Let's see. I don't know what time I'm leaving. What time I'm leaving. Ken, I'm gonna answer your question, and I want to get through this. I want to get at least through this and get there. Frank, Ken, what you trying to do? Why are you trying to make this class longer today? Why are you trying to stretch this shit out? Yes. At the end of the day, guys, there's many methods. Do every method. Do everything to get your stuff removed. But that's the key. What we're going to teach you, what we're teaching you here, gives you the ability to go through certain things, and that's what we try to explain to everybody. Is do everything that you possibly can. Okay, but understanding how the system works is the key. Ray is a Ray is a met up. Brother's driving fast for a reason. Okay. Baby's on the way. Okay. So I was gonna have Hamed come in, but Hamed is not coming in. He will not be in for the next 2 to 3 weeks. So that's gonna no updates are happening in the score machine for the next 2 to 3 weeks, ladies and gentlemen. Mm-hmm. You know what, Ray? Talk to Munib, right? Talk to Munib and tell him if he can build in the new software an auto tracker on the thing to go into the USPS and see where the files are. He's just, you say he's talking about the tracking numbers and just tracking each thing to where they are. Mm-hmm. That's bingo. Wait 24 hours. Wait 24 hours. Yeah. I mean, oh, thank God he's breaking up. Because we can go. Mm-hmm. Dre, you're killing me. You're killing me, bro. You're killing me. I know. I got you. All right. All right. Let's get moving. I got to get out of the screen for the people that are here. Now, when this happens over here, once we're done over here, we're gonna hit next. Right? Once we hit next, it's gonna bring us into the document options. Okay. I click include all three bureaus, and then we focus on the document options, right? Here's what we're gonna focus on. I'm gonna get my fat ass up. I'm gonna go up to the board, and we're gonna do this, and then we go from there. Ready? Watch this. Ready? This is your default attack. This is your second attack, or whatever attack you want to call it. That's why I don't put numbers anymore. This is another attack. Another format. I'm going to actually call it what it is. Another format. This is another format. Okay, and I'm missing one over here. Here we go. This is another format. Why do we discuss formats? Formats are how the system picks up what is going on, okay? So what do I mean by that? The system understands, the eOscar system understands, okay, when multiple people send out a file. FYI, okay, FYI, if there's 20,000 people in credit repair in the M2 system, 30,000 in credit repair cloud, this, that, and the other thing. Let's keep going along the lines. There's a bunch of people sending out. Do you think this system doesn't know who's sending out what and what software it's coming from? They pick it up, that shit up instantly. So what we need to do is we need to utilize the software to better ourselves. Okay? So the software, everybody sends out this one. This is their round, every round 1 through 8. That's what everybody sends. And I guarantee you people, I haven't received a result in 8 rounds. Well, because you never sat in the class, you never understood the software, you did it the easiest way, and you expected something to fall off. Now, just by changing one stupid check mark, right? That same color round, which I'm going to give you in a different color, this same one does it in 1 to 4 months. Because the way that it spits it out is different. So for every person that's in this room, understand something, that every time that you select one, it gives you an opportunity to be different than everybody else using the software. There's 38 people in this room, or 30 people, I saw 38 at one point. There's 38 people in this room. There could be 10,000 people in the software. The only 38 of you understand this. And I say that every week because people drop off because they don't want to work hard at this. They just want it to be easy. Well, the software should do that. No. You need to understand the better way to use the attack program. This is an attack program. It's not a credit repair apparatus. It's an attack program. I want everybody to understand this. You have been given the most powerful weapon in the system to utilize, right? Let's just say this was a gun, right? Just to give everybody the opportunity. Let's just say this was a gun. Okay? You have been given the gun and you are told, go to war, right? With no bullets. That is what you have just done. You have just gone to war with no bullets. Every time that I teach you something doing, I keep loading up your magazine bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. And what we just taught you right now is to fill the drum with 100 bullets and say, go have some fun. Okay? That's the key. That is what we teach you. Now, I could change this each and every single round, right? I could change this each and every single round. I could do something different each and every single round until I'm going to do the hearts this round, right? I'm going to do all the hearts this round, right? The next round, I'm going to do, nothing worked. Next round, I'm going to do all the stars, right? Let's go over here where the star is, right? The round after that, I'm going to do all the check marks. The round after that, I'm going to do all the X's, okay? Every single round, I'm going to do something different. Every single round gives me the opportunity to do something different and make a chance to have something come off and do it legally, okay? That's the key that we're discussing. That is what we're discussing, is the ability to do this, do it legally, okay? And not do it in a sense where we are defrauding anybody in any which way, shape, and form. Dre said it before, do not do FPB, CFPB unless you have actually experienced fraud. All these people that are doing CFPB, FTC, what are they writing? You have experienced fraud. That's fraud. They're saying that you've experienced fraud, but you're actually committing fraud, which is not compliant, which is a $125,000 charge if they catch you per letter or account written. Majority of people have 10 accounts on their file. That's $1.25 million in fraud charges. Does anybody understand how quickly that shit can add up if you do the wrong methods that hurt you? That's the game. That's why we have to let it work. Is this quick? No. Is this going to work eventually? Yes. Do we need to make sure that we understand that? Absolutely. So what am I going to do? I'm going to generate a print in black and white letter. I'm going to include all images. I got round one. I selected everything. I'm going to click generate. I'm done. That just generated the most aggressive attack. Let's do it. You want me to do it again? Now, CFPB can be utilized after 60 days of no response. And that is the key. So understand that. Now you can utilize the CFPB as your backup and you have the letters that you've generated. So that's the key. We just generated the most aggressive attack. See how it's only 9 letters? Because we don't have bullshit and garbage inside. Nice, easy letters, ready to rock and roll. I click over here to the charge off. I'm gonna show you guys on the screen right here. Whoop, 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 whoop. Here's your thing. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 negative items. Ready? Why is my thing not scrolling? Uh-oh. Oh, there we go. Here you go. Look at all this stuff. And then your information. This is 28 pages, guys, for 5 attacks. 28 pages for 5 negative accounts. That's why we can never figure out with this software, this AI writes some crazy ass shit. So that's the crazy. Okay. Guys, I'm not going to take questions because I have 30 minutes. I want to get as much as I can get into it, and then we'll go from there. I can make Dre host if you guys want to do a Q&A with Dre. If he's cool with that, I can make Dre host after, and we can go from there. I can even turn it on, and I can just sit from at least upstairs while I'm doing shit. Let Dre run, and I could chime in. But at the end of the day, like for everybody that's here, let me just get through the score machine because I know people that have been asking, they want to go over the score machine as well. Okay, ready? Let's log in. Okay. Wow, we got a lot of pulls we got to do. Welcome to the score machine, ladies and gentlemen. Just a month ago, we only had 990 banks. We're at 1,193 banks, not even 30 days later. Ray, your team's doing a great job, buddy. Okay? 5,475 products have been added to the software and growing daily. Growing daily. And at the end of the day, we just keep going. We changed the link over here for My Score IQ. We're letting everybody know that, and we're going to be adding a piece inside over here under this section in the next, well, when Hamed gets back from maternity leave, that is going to give you the ability to get your partner program with Identity IQ. Why is this software important? Why do we show this to everybody? Because you guys that are doing your own credit repair, do you know when something falls off your shit? Miss Moses is over there shaking them. Hell no. She's like, no. You know why? It was never built in that way. They were never built in to actually scan the system. It takes an AI to scan the system. Okay? Do you guys know if a client is fundable or not? Or if you're fundable yourselves? Do you know that? Majority of people know. Why? Because you're taught it's about a credit score. An 850 credit score with not the right information is not fundable, ladies and gentlemen. An 800, let me repeat that one more time. An 850 credit score with the wrong information is not fundable. And what does that mean? I can have an 850 credit score with 14 authorized users on it, and it will not get me shit. It might get me a couple of Credit One bank files on there. That's about it. And everybody in here knows what Credit One Bank is, including my ass. Where's my freaking wallet? I got 3 of them. I got 3 of them bullshit credit cards. Okay? I got 3 of them bullshit ass credit cards because that's exactly what they are. They're bullshit ass credit cards. Okay? But here's the thing, ladies and gentlemen. Once you understand, you become powerful. When you understand power, it goes from here. So now, let's go to the work area. Let's take a bad file. Know better, do better. Damn right. That's the key. Ready? I'm going to go to the underwriting section right now for this client. You don't know scores. We're just going to look over here. Ladies and gentlemen, look at that screen right there. How many people have a car and drive a car? Or have, at least know how to drive? Put a 1 in the chat. There we go. Got one, a bunch of 1s. Miss Moses, I saw you was driving before. She was like, yeah, I'm getting to the house. So I can't miss this meeting. Okay, a bunch of ones. All right, ready? Brian, I don't even believe your ass. Your ass is all, yo, your ass is always driving somewhere to go get some medical something or other. All right. Yeah, Miss Gaskins got to jump the gun. Look at that, Miss Gaskins. You were already trying to jump the gun. Okay. So, ladies and gentlemen, all the ones over here in the chat. Ready? What does the red light mean when you see a red light? Yes, Miss Kayla, stop. Exactly. What does green mean? There you go. Ready? This one. Here we go. This is the one. This is my favorite one. Nicolene, go faster. What does yellow mean? Caution. Perfect. Utilize that same ideology when we're going down over here. Okay? So when we're looking at this client file, right? Does this person have a 700 credit score? No. Why? Because red. No. Why? Because red means what? Red means stop. No shit. Ricardo, you giving me play-by-play action over here. I got the freaking Knicks versus the Nets going on at this moment with Ricardo. Somebody done messed up somewhere. I love this. It's too much fun going on over here. Okay, let's go to the next one, ladies and gents. Ready? What's the next one over here? Under 30% utilization. Are they good or are they bad? Do we stop or do we go? Perfect. If you see one red circle, guys, you're going to stop. Always stop. Even if there's two green and one red, always stop. Always stop. That's for each bureau, Miss Coach V. That's for each bureau. The 30% utilization is for each bureau. So it's under, only EQ is under 30% utilization. But remember, if you see two, stop. If you see one, stop. Double check, make sure, because it may not have been reported in the round. So you got to get your stuff, fixed, right? Do we have 5 minimum open primary credit cards in the past year with good payment history? Perfect. Go. You have 3 primary credit cards with at least 3 years of age and a $5,000 plus limit. Ricardo, this goes on the question that you asked me last night. This is how you don't need to share your screen. I saw the picture last night. So when you're looking at this, you got both of these pieces over here. You have no comparable data. So those trade lines that you're going to want to add, you're going to have to add at least to get 5 cards to equal what's here. So you're going to need 5 cards with at least $5,000 on it with over 4 years of age. 5 trade lines, 4-year minimum with $5,000 plus. I don't do it. I'll be honest with you. I get away. That's a Dre question, and I think Dre done stepped off the screen. Stepped off the screen. You know why I don't use trade lines? I'll be very straight with why I don't use trade lines. This is very, very. You guys can pick up the phone and call somebody, and you don't realize how much age you have in your own damn family. And I'll show you guys when we get that. But if you do need to buy a trade line, right? If you do need to buy a trade line, all you got to do is look at the system and understand what you're looking at over here. If I know that I have 5 minimum open revolving cards with 2 years of good payment history, well, I don't have 3. So I might need 3 over here. So let me get 3 over here. Make sense? Let me get 3. Let me make this check box, because this is what we call comparable credit, right? Right, Dre? It'll be in the software in a few weeks. And here's a trade line calculator. You see forensic. You see yo, Roman, you gonna slow me down today, bro. You see the forensic part over here? It's right here. It's literally right here. Understand where you need to be. So if your average age is 6 years, and you're seeing that across all your 3 bureaus, what you need to do is you need to bump that up. Understand that you're not buying a trade line over here that's that thing. You've got to buy a trade line that's over 6 years. So you need to get that. I would suggest buying one that is at least 12 years. You need to have at least 12 years of age to have a perfect score. That's the key. That's what they're looking for that 850 is 12 years with the credit cards. Okay? So let's finish this out. Does this person have no more than 4 unsecured accounts open in the last 12 months? Nicole, right here. You see where it says basic over here? And it says forensic? Just click forensic. Just click forensic. That's it. And now it has all the stuff over here. So it just basically takes this over here. It takes this and it shows you where you should be. It shows you where on the list you should be. Green is better than yellows and red is bad. So what you want to do is you want to be a lot of it in the green, okay? It gives you a better opportunity, okay? So this person has good. Okay, does this person have under 4 inquiries? No. Does this person have collections? Does this person have charge-offs? Does this person have late payments? Does this person have bankruptcies? There you go, Roman. You got it. Right? So look over here. Negative remarks? Yes, we have it. Bankruptcies? No. We made it easy, so it's just easier to read. Okay? So now, when you look at all of this, what does it say? Not quite eligible yet? Go to credit repair. Boom. Locks you right into the software. And that's the key. You need to have that conversation with you, not only yourself, but with your client. Now, anybody here that doesn't have the software, if you were showing that to somebody, do they think that they would argue with you that they need to fix their freaking credit? No. No, they wouldn't, because literally your shit is broken. Your shit is broken. Something is wrong. So if you don't have the program, Ray just dropped a link for it. Go in there, go get it. It's still on a sale from last week. We're trying to hit that number. I'm a little disappointed in everybody. I'm going to say this. We had an awesome class last week, and not one person got an affiliate. Not one person. Come on, guys. Okay. So now, we got that. Ooh, these are broken. Is this me or is the system broken? They know? Okay. Okay. So something broke. Something broke on the end. Shit. Deontay, my brother, you got to start using your link, man. We got to go in the back and fix that shit. What happened? Right here, featured request. You jumping ahead, brother. You can't even let me get to the next piece. Guys, I want you guys to understand something. The people that don't move don't win. I can't expect you to be an executor if we don't execute. Nicole, I suggest My Score IQ. If you would like a link, it's right here at the top of the score machine, right there. Let's go to a fundable client because that client can't have anything done with them. So let's go to My Score IQ. Ready? Okay. Ready? Watch this. When I come over here to underwriting, yo, Kayla, because I know you got here. Does this client look fundable? Yeah. Guess what? Good to go. Qualified for funding. Go to funding. The AI reads the report, gets the client into funding, and does what it needs to with funding. Auto selects the bank. Now, like I said to everybody in the beginning class, Abbey Bank is the only client, only one person's funded Abbey Bank. So at the end of the day, it's the only bank that's showing. So somebody please get a funding client and fund it in the software. We need some more banks to come through. But there is, what is it? 1,000. You see when you click approved and you put the amount in over here, the system is looking for the amount that's been funded by that bank. So if somebody goes to Chase right now, right, and funds a client at Chase, okay, for $1 million, the Chase is going to jump to the top of the list because one file, one card, $1 million. But the problem is this person that did it, it's like 3 people that did it, funded Abbey Bank, and now Abbey Bank has got the system that it's built on the back end that we know that it's funding. So the case is, that's what it is. But every bank is here. Every bank is here. And what you do is, come to the top over here, select your state, and go over here. Like I'm in Connecticut, I got Ives Bank next to me, right? So there, IVES. Do we not add Ives? I know we had Ives. I saw it. Where was it? There is no DIY function. All those functions all those functions have been removed. This is the only function that you get right now. This is the only function that you get right now until we fix the done for you function, which is us doing the credit function for you, or us finding another provider that will do the loans for you in that sense. And nothing against our old provider. Our old provider got screwed over, and we don't want him to end up in that situation. In the bank or the system. You select the bank, and then you can select the thing. I'm just looking for Ives Bank, but I don't see it, so I'm just going to select another one. For example, like this one's Coastal Credit Union, right? I can come in, I can select the credit card from Coastal Credit Union, come over here and select anything that they have. So if I want to go, Reserve Rewards Plus, right? This will be their credit card, and I can go over to their website and now apply for their credit card, and there you go. And that's it, and that's how it works. That's as simple as it works. Now the same thing is, that's for your funding. That's how you guys go through the system, how you get what you need. And this person is only approved for 4 accounts. So I want everybody to see this. How do we know that? In the funding audit over here, the funding audit at the bottom tells you 2 and 2. So you get 2 on Equifax and 2 on Experian. You select, you see the check marks? See the check marks over here? See how it says state, and then it says Equifax, Experian, TransUnion? Okay? Fucking A. If it's free over here, it's going to go over and you're just going to select whatever bank it's at. And then whatever it is, it'll tell you across the thing. Okay, so for example, if I select, I'm just going to use this as an example, American Plus Bank, right? It's going to be like, okay, so it's good in my state because it's a nationwide bank. And then over here, it says TransUnion or whatever. And then we can select what it is. So I'm going to select the credit card, and it's going to show me all the credit cards. And I can select what credit card I want, say it's this one, and then I can go from there. And this works for people that have a funding sequence. If you have a funding sequence, you can just go in the system and start utilizing your own funding sequence. That's the key. So that's it. Well, actually, that's not it. I'll give you one more mic drop, and then I'll do 15 minutes of Q&A with me, and then if Dre wants to take over, he's more than welcome to. If not, I will see you guys in 2 weeks. Give me a second, because if I don't go prep for my daughter's birthday, my wife might murder my ass. Check this out. You see automated credit analysis? Does everybody see that? Ready? You click automated credit analysis, and you go to accounts. It switched the system. It ran a forensic audit on your account. It only pulls your late files or your negative items, and then it gives you every freaking law broken on that file. So when people ask me, how do I go to the lawyer? Here's how you go to the lawyer. And yes, we do have a lawyer now that I send you guys the link to. It's in the community. In our community, we have the lawyer that we send you out to. You guys can go over there, put your information in. If the lawyer finds that your file is good to go, he will sue on your behalf. Ms. Moses is already going a part of the process. I have another 2 people going a part of the process. So if anybody gets to 3 or 4 rounds and they're not seeing anything, let me know. I have the lawyer. If you're in the paid in full community, just click the lawyer thing, fill the shit out, and you're ready to go. Cool? I feel bad because normally I go crazier today, but I went crazy where I needed to. And then we'll go the next time that we have class, which is in 2 Fridays from now, we'll definitely go 8 poopy, and we'll go from there. Anybody have any questions? Did you come in through printing? Did you print with us? Okay, so do you have the credit? Do you have M2 FICO Forge? You have the score? Nope. Then just send your message over to Ray and you get into the community for free. You have to have one of the 3 products. You've either had to print with me, you have to have M2 FICO Forge, or you have to have the score machine. That's the only way that you get it. Some people just don't want to pay for any of the products, and they just want to be in a like-minded community. So at the end of the day, they got to pay. Simple and easy. Crazy, right? No questions? Yes. No, it's this one, score machine. The M2 FICO Forge is this one, yes. It's not on sale. It's the same price as everybody else's M2 software. Hold on, where is it? Does anybody want a white label? You gotta message me if you want a white label. You have to DM me. I have to get a wire from anybody that wants a white label. After I get a wire, I have to transfer the money to Dion, and then there's a whole bunch of shit that needs to be done. But the wire that comes in, it's $3,500. If you have the money today, just got to let me know. I'll give you my Zelle. You can transfer me the money, and then I'll handle everything for you. I am not taking any of your money. I'm not running off with any of your money. I just got to make it easier so there's no credit card fees inside. And then, yes, we'll start the proceedings. It takes about, Dion told me it takes about 60 days, and you can get your M2 software. So instead of being a credit repair organization, you are now a credit repair software owner, which personally I like better than being an organization. Hey, go in and learn how to do it yourself. Right, Dre? Dre's like, yeah. We both. Yes, miss. Yes, Miss Gaskins. Who? Hold on, hold on. No, no. I don't understand the question. What do you mean? Who's working it? Yes, yes. Because how do you think I get my printing? The training. All. It's because of me. What do you think? When I have the community, at the end of the day, we try to give you the best that we possibly can. I didn't. I didn't know it was part of my first quarter plan either. I just know that I got told, hey, look, it's open if you want to sell it. I'm like, what? Yes, because I know I have a community that wants it. The only way that it clicks and attaches into Score Machine is via. So when you guys look at it, it's a via thing over here. So when we go over here, you're just gonna put your link. You just put your link right there to the Score Machine. Okay, so that's yes, it will attach like that. Um, Now I'm gonna have Ray write this down. I'm gonna figure out a way that if you guys have a credit repair software in the affiliate section over here, you guys can put your credit repair link and can auto sign them up under your own credit repair software if you do go get a credit repair software. So yes, I'll do that. And then yes, Mr. Rome, go over it. What was your question while I go over here? They don't sign up to my training classes. The software has its own training classes right here. There's two teachers. I am one of them. Okay. I am one of them, but I am going to tell everybody here right now, respectfully, as soon as the score machine pops off to another fucking level, I am done with it. And no disrespect to anybody over here. My focus is going to be score machine at the end of after Q2 of this year. It's only going to be score machine. I think that Q2 after we paid the lawyer this week, Q1 and 2 are going to be just straight working, and then I am just going to focus on the score machine completely. I will do my printing, I will do all that stuff, but my goal is to focus on the score machine and build the score machine out to a level that nobody has ever seen before. I am 100. What? Don't yes, but don't put hypotheticals in the air. Don't put hypotheticals in the air because I want everybody to understand something over here. The lawyer controls the trajectory of the company. I don't control the trajectory of the company. Dre doesn't control the trajectory of the company. The lawyer does. Because the lawyer is going to make everything based upon compliance. The more compliant the software has to be, the more things that are probably going to be lost. It is not can be added, it is what is going to be removed based upon compliance. Want everybody to understand that. That's the key. So don't overthink things right now because here's what I did here's why I say when we're ready with things, I will make sure that you guys are highly informed before something's happening. Okay? I will make sure that you guys are highly informed. These classes are the place that you want to be. I promised you guys that I talked to you guys truthfully. What did I say? The funding apparatus is not working correctly. I know it's not working correctly because only one person funded something. So you know what? I'm going to build a better system. And that's exactly what we're going to do. We're going to focus on that better system for each and every single person in here. And we're going to make the best shit that we possibly can that is compliant. I am not making an auto funder. We know there's two of them that exist in in the industry right now. I am letting everybody know it is fraud. If an AI clicks on the thing for it to apply for you directly, it is considered fraud. It is one, fraud, and two, it's bank fraud and wire fraud. There's three different fraud things in there. The fraud because you're defrauding, you're not actually who you are. You're committing bank fraud with the wrong numbers. And then the last one, wire fraud. I don't know how it's wire fraud, but the lawyer explained it to me, and I'll make sure I'll have that right up for you guys. That is why we're not doing it. I promise everybody over here and everything that we're doing, I will try my best to make everybody not have to wear a white, brown, or yellow jumpsuit at any point in time, because I sure as hell don't look good in it, and neither do you on my behalf. We are not going to jail or catching a case for somebody else's bullshit. I ain't about making money that way, and I ain't going to let you guys be about making money that way. Do we all understand? We're a big-ass family in here, and I ain't going to let anybody go to jail for fucking stupidity. You want to go to jail for stupidity? Let's go deal some drugs on the corner, because let's be real, at least we'll make some good fucking money with that shit. At least I'm truthful. At least I'm truthful. Orange would be the color. No offense for me. Yes, Barbara. FTC, CFPB, I was going to say, Drake can go deeper into it. I'll scrape the surface, because a lot of things is a lot of people want to explain it deeply, but the problem is when you start to explain it deeply, it goes too crazy. So just CFPB, FTC, they're doing some sort of fraud, saying that you have been in a fraudulent thing. Let me tell everybody over here. Let me give everybody the same. If you ever been defrauded in any which way, shape, and form, your information has been breached through everything, get your ass up, go to the police department, and get a police report immediately. I know Experian just had a data breach a week ago, right? Did anybody go to the thing and get it to the police department and get a police report? That's fraud, guys. That's the start of fraud. A data breach is the start of fraud. So if you go over there and you say, well, I want to write a letter for fraud, the police officer is going to look at you like you're mindless, right? I'm going to tell you, I get this all the time. I just did this. And the guy looked at me, and I went over there, and I did exactly what it is. And now anything that happens, I have a police report to prove that I went over there, I know that it existed, and this could be the potential. That's how you utilize it correctly. Dre, correct me if I'm wrong. hold on. Let me correct you over here. Let me correct you over here. Did you see what it says? Do you see what it says on the screen? We can guarantee a time frame. You know what the time frame is? 7 years. There you go. Because it naturally falls off in 7 years. So it's the only time frame that we can guarantee. I mean, I literally just looked it up because I remember at one point in time there. Why? Why can't you get what? It says it right there, bro. Date of first 7 days for first date of first delinquency. You got it. I do this. I do this. Mm-mm. Tough titty. The thing of what's said is the thing that's what's said is everybody's got to understand this is the game is the game. You gotta learn how to play the game. But that's why we built inside over here. This is under the law engine, okay, under the automated credit analysis. When you go over here and you go to your account and you're looking at the negative, hold on. Do I have any negative? No, I don't have any negative. I'm like shit. That's me. Yeah, let's go. Let's go over here. When you go on the law engine and you go to this piece over here, you start going to your account and you start looking at this and you start to see the laws that are being broken. This is the key. This is exactly what it is. Now let's go down to that. Let's go to that. What is this one? This one's late payment. This is 60-day late. Let's go over here. This is on a friggin' mortgage, guys. Look at the matching system. It matches everything. Okay? This is the matching system. So now I go over here and I start to build this shit up. So you guys got to understand that when you're working in the system, understanding and being the smartest person in the room is not a bad thing. Understanding that we built this out not to be stupid. We built this out so when you guys are creating in a Metro 2 letter and you're going now, you understand what Metro 2, why it's creating that letter, because this shit doesn't match. Oh shit, now I can go to my client and talk to my client and say, well, okay, your dates don't match, okay? Your dates don't match across, it's got to be uniform across all three bureaus. Well, it's not uniform over here. This one don't match, okay? This one don't match, okay? All right, this one don't match. Invalid date. How can something be invalid? Start going through each of these things. The freaking names don't match. How is this the same account? Well, it's the same thing. No, it's not. The name has got to be uniform across all three bureaus. You have to start understanding that you have rights and they can't break your damn rights. And start utilizing your rights the way that they go through. So that's the key. That's what I start, I start conversating with each and every single person in this room. You guys are the ones that can make it happen for yourselves. I promise you. You guys are the only ones that can make it happen for yourselves. I know I did a rush class. Normally we go through the system. We do all the stuff. I show everybody everything. I know it was rushed. But at the end of the day, it's the same information every Friday. I give the same information out every single Friday. And if you don't believe me, ask the people that's here. It's when it comes down to the questions that we go over, such as, pricing and things like that. And I worked on pricing today. Like, I did a base thing on pricing today. Understanding your file, understanding how to price your guys and do all this stuff is key. I promise every single one of you, you guys have it in you to fix your credit, do what needs to be done, and get yourself to where it needs to be. I post motivation every day in the group. Every single day, I tell you guys to get done. I want to tell you something. Sometimes I need the shit that I post. So not only am I writing it for you, I'm writing it for my damn self. Because sometimes I need to see it. I need to see what happens. Just execute. Just always execute. All these mentors tell you, execute, 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 execute. I'm be honest with you. Nobody executes anymore. Guess what? I execute every single day. Can you put all discrepancies wrong with one account, even if the date or whatever, unless it's the main thing you're doing? You see this thing over here? You see this build out over here? I just wanted you guys to understand that. You see this build out over here? This build out, the way that I built it, is everything for one account. So technically, if I were to do this, I'm sending out this letter set as one letter. Now, this is, FYI, this is not a letter. This is just negative items. This is not negative items. This is just a law that's broken. You would have to go write a letter based on this. But these are all your letter sets. These are your letter sets. This is what you have to do. And again, I have all this stuff because I was once a data furniture. So we have that. So that's a good question. Okay? But I want everybody to execute. I want everybody to execute. My next class is Tuesday. That's a basic credit repair class. Next Tuesday. Come in and tell me what you executed on. What did you get done this weekend on execution? Also, people, go sell your version of the score machine. Get in the street and start making some money. I'm thinking about releasing something spicy right now. First person to get to 10 sales in the score machine, I'm going to pay for your whole year of the score machine for free. Updates, everything. We're going to stop your payment and you get it. If you get more than 10 sales, I'll think about unlocking you for life. Your affiliate link over here, go get your affiliate link and go get some sales. Is live on Facebook, right? Live on YouTube right now, and also Ray will post it in the thing. So yes, go over there. The first person to get to 10, we're gonna get you guys rocking. I'm gonna unlock you guys. First person to get to 10, I'm thinking about paying for you guys. We want to build that up. I got a couple things I got to hit. But yes, go in here, go to settings, create your proper link. Mine's Mr. I Sell Money. Save your slug, and then go over here and here's your referral link. Get that and send that out to every person that you think would sign up who want to learn. 2 months, Dre. We 2 months. We're gonna get the $24 package. What do you think? The single client package. No, 2 months. I think we said 2 months. We're gonna give them the opportunity after we've done all the things. We're gonna give them the single client package. Do you remember? Yes. Yeah, 2 months. So the single client package will go live in 2 months, ladies and gentlemen. So figure end of March. End of March. So that's perfect. Perfect. That's not sounding stupid. So when you go to the scoring machine, right, you go on a website, okay? Yep, 10 people underneath your, 10 people signed up underneath your affiliate link. If you go to pricing, right, you see how it says max client users, right? There's Jerome. You see this? All these have max clients. This has got unlimited. This is the unlimited package. That's why we're telling everybody to go get them people in right now because it's going up to this price. So what we're doing is we're going to release a single package, which means only one person's allowed. You're only allowed to pull one person in the software. Is there an affiliate link for single sales as well? It is an affiliate link that you don't even have to pay for. You just click join affiliate program and go over here. The difference is anybody who pays for the software, right? Anybody who pays for the software gets 20% commission. Anybody who doesn't pay for the software only gets 10. So anybody who's in this class, I assume that are almost everybody's paid. So that's why I said I'm gonna make your session free. The people who don't have the software, I got nothing to give you. I got nothing to offer you. So at the end of the day, I really got nothing to offer you to paying you. Maybe I'll bump you up to that 20% if you get 10 sales, buddy. By the time we come on in 2 weeks. That'll be good. Yeah, got 2 weeks. Let's go. Let's see who can get 10 sales in 2 weeks. Either I'm making somebody's software, I'm making somebody's software free, or I'm going to give somebody an upgrade on their affiliate account. There you go. That's a good idea. I like both of those. I like that. Go over there. We're gonna do so. Yes, maybe answer. Next week. Call me next week, Monday. After my daughter's birthday and everything's done, I'll be a little bit better. So yes, call me next week, Monday, Tuesday. You have the printing company's information? Ray, drop the number for the printing company, please. Text the printing company, just say you want to book a one-on-one with Ollie, and then they'll send you an invoice. Once you pay the invoice, then we'll pick a time frame. Okay? Make sure you have questions available to talk with me. Here's the thing. People get in, they get starstruck, and at the end of the day, yeah, I'm not a star, but I'm just saying, they get starstruck. They're like, shit, I'm in the room. What the fuck do I want to talk about? Okay, good. Good. That's all I want. I hate people searching for stuff because here's the thing. Time is money at the end of the day. I'm taking time out of my day to make sure that you have all your stuff, get all your questions answered, get you rocking and rolling. I want you to get you where you need to be. Okay? No problem. I got you. Anybody else? Where the hell you been? I haven't seen her in weeks. It's just not working. It's just not working the way that you planned it. Well, we're getting ready to end because you picked the worst week to show up because I gotta go because it's my daughter's birthday. But no, not today. Tomorrow. But I gotta go set up for we're having a party at the house. So, um, dumbass me thought it was gonna be cheaper to have it at the house, right? When I realized, damn, that's the stupid ass fucking mistake that I made was, hey, honey, let's do it at the house. We gotta clean. No, she didn't say anything. She wanted to have it at the house because here's the thing, it's the house. If the baby's not feeling well, she's tired. Like she just go, they go to their room, they quiet. They're okay. But I don't want to have it in a place because if she started having a shit fit, like I gotta pack her in the car. I gotta move. No, be home. It's your first party. Be home. Um, that's one. And she was like, okay. And then I was like, hell no, I'm not doing this for the second birthday. Shit, I'm not doing it in January either. Fuck that noise. I was like, we'll have a half birthday. We'll have like a 2.5-year-old birthday party, in the middle of the summer next year. Not doing that. So I'll be honest with you. I was thinking that. But what type of kid's gonna know something at 2 years old next year? Okay. So the trip is really for me, and I hate leaving my fucking house. I'm the worst homebody. I'll be straight with everybody. I'm that person. Like you tell me, I don't do pictures, girl. Do you see me in pictures? Do you see me in any pictures, girl? Do you see my kid in any of pictures with me with daddy? That. Oh my God! I swear to God, how many mommies? Why is your my wife? Hold on. Stop streaming because I don't want my daughter to be all over the internet. I'll show you guys something. Let me stop streaming. Okay.